You didn't quit. And that matters. You didn't disappear. You didn't abandon what needed you. You didn't walk away when it would have been easier. You are still standing. Maybe not energized. Maybe not excited. But present and faithful. Listen. Some people confuse strength with enthusiasm, but strength often looks quieter than that. It looks like consistency, like showing up without applause, like doing what is right, even when it costs more than it gives back. And you have been doing that. Psalms 73-26 says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart." Notice the honesty. The heart can feel weak. The body can feel tired. And still God supplies strength. You didn't stay standing because you felt powerful. You stayed standing because you were sustained. That matters. Listen. This season tested your endurance, not your character, not your faith. Your endurance. It asked you to keep going. Without emotional reward, without quick answers, without visible progress. And you did. Not loudly, not dramatically, but steadily. That kind of strength is easy to overlook, but God never overlooks it. Psalm 66:10 says, "For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver." Refining doesn't happen in comfort. It happens under pressure. Slowly. Intentionally. This season applied pressure, not to break you, but to strengthen what could last. Listen. You may feel like you're just surviving, but survival with integrity is not failure. It is discipline. It is maturity. It is faith expressed through action. You didn't compromise who you are. You didn't abandon your values. You didn't let exhaustion turn into bitterness. You adjusted. You adapted. You stayed. That is not small. Psalm 34:19 says, "The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all." Deliverance does not always remove the struggle immediately. Sometimes it keeps you upright inside the struggle, and that is what God has been doing. Listen. There were moments you wanted relief, not escape. Just relief. Moments when rest felt distant, when joy felt muted, when motivation felt thin, and still you chose responsibility over retreat. That choice shapes a person. Jesus said in Luke 16:10, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Faithfulness is measured quietly, in moments no one records. In decisions no one applauds. You pass those moments. Listen. This season may not have given you excitement, but it gave you clarity. You learned what matters. You learned what drains you. You learned what you can carry and what you need to release. That is growth. You didn't become weaker here. You became more grounded. Psalm 112:7 says, They will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord. Steadfast does not mean unbothered. It means anchored. And you have stayed anchored. Listen. You're still standing. And that matters more than you think. It means your faith has roots. It means your strength is not dependent on emotion. It means your character is not situational. It means you can be trusted in quiet seasons. God builds with people like that. Isaiah 40:29 says, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Notice who receives strength. Not the energetic, not the excited, the weary. You qualify. Listen. This is not the end of your story. This is the middle. And the middle is where endurance is formed. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are standing. That posture matters to God. Psalm 37:23 says, The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in Him. Firm steps are not rush steps. They are stable steps. And you have taken them. Listen. You may not feel victorious yet, but you are positioned. Positioned for wisdom. Positioned for discernment. Positioned for deeper peace. When the pressure lifts, because it will lift. Seasons do not last forever, but what they shape often does. You are carrying more strength now than you realize. Not loud strength, not showy strength, but durable strength. The kind that lasts. Listen. There is a difference between being worn down and being worn out. Being worn down happens when a season keeps asking without explaining. Being worn out happens when you stop believing there's a reason to keep going, and you did not stop believing. You questioned. You felt the weight. You noticed the cost. But you did not let discouragement become your decision maker. That matters. You kept choosing responsibility over relief, faithfulness over comfort, stability over escape. Those choices are not loud. They do not feel heroic, but they build something solid inside a person. Psalm 31:24 says, Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Strength here is not force. It is resolve. Resolve to stay steady. Resolve to keep integrity. Resolve to move forward. Even when motivation is thin, you didn't push recklessly. You didn't quit impulsively. You stayed measured, grounded, present. That is emotional wisdom. That is spiritual maturity. And God recognizes that kind of strength. If you are still standing today, do not minimize that. Do not rush past it. Do not compare it to someone else's highlight. Honor what God has done in you. You did not quit. You did not collapse. You did not lose yourself. You stayed. And God sees that. Psalm 126:5 says, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." Sowing does not feel rewarding at first, but it is never wasted. This season planted something in you, something steady, something strong, and it will serve you well. Listen. Keep standing, not in your own strength, but in the confidence that God has not let go of you. You are here for a reason. And this season has not disqualified you. It has prepared you. If this message spoke to your heart, like, share, and subscribe, so it can reach someone who is still standing quietly. And if you feel led, comment, "I'm still standing." May His peace find you today.